for a couple minutes here. Bardowski, what's going on? You guys can hear me okay, right? Thumbs up if you can hear me. I want to make sure my is connected to the right phone. Jason. Get that starter fixed yet? I got my tripod out of storage when I was in Nebraska, so. Give it a minute or two. Maverick, look who was first, fellas. Yeah, we'll give it a minute or two. The notifications go out like usual. Nice pump, bro. I know you weren't talking to me. Well, you might have been. I don't know. Kevin, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Nebraska. It was Nebraska. I'll put it that way. It was Nebraska. It was okay. Got to see my nephew. That kid needs to stop growing. He's already pushing 6 feet. A lot taller than me. Not a lot taller, but he's taller. Ryan, how you doing, man? Maverick asks, Mary, did your stickers come in? Well, Maverick, I know you were asking Mary, but thank you for reminding me. I got to get stickers. Yeah, and I got to make sure and change the address so they actually show up at the right place. I have no idea what that sound came from. Ryan is fair to Midland. Always good to hear. Andrew, how's it going, buddy? Oh, Jesus, I had another long, yeah. We left Lincoln Sunday, about 12:30 Central Time, and we pulled in here, basically 30 hours later, so 1,600 miles in 2 days, and then I turned around and went out and dashed today, so. I'll send you more and take a picture of the address and envelope before I mail them. No idea why they don't show up. Post offices. Post office has issues. Absolutely, many issues. James, what's going on? Just dashed in Nashville, did 6 orders, 5 orders non-tip and 1 cash tip. I'm silver status. Ugh. Well, keep grinding it. The good news is probably can't get a lot worse. I'm not really a half glass full, half glass empty kind of person. I'm more like my beer needs topped off kind of person. So long as the glass isn't empty, we're good. Appreciate that, James. I just try to be me. It's way too much work trying to be somebody else. Andrew says so sent you email this morning. like I'm on the phone. I can look. No, it's my other phone. The phone I'm streaming on. I will take a look, though. Kevin, aka Beer Can Museum, in the house. How's it going, buddy? Cheers. The hipster of glasses of water. Maverick is also silver. Mary says, I did learn where you can park for free in downtown Tampa. So, hey, free parking is always great. Temple, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Today, I actually dashed today on a Tuesday, and it was freaking amazing. It was actually. I may need to go buy a Powerball ticket after the live. That's kind of. It was a unicorn of a Tuesday, which probably still isn't saying a whole lot, but it was good. I actually got my first official catering order, so that was cool. Appreciate that, Andrew. Yeah, I got a couple other endings I'm gonna do. Outros, is that what they're called? Outros. Um, Beer can is silver as well. Stop taking crap orders and I'm paying for it. It's kind of like eating at Taco Bell. You'll be paying for it as well. I couldn't help it. Looks like it's pretty good up there. It really is. Especially, just staying in my little corner of the zone. It's actually been really nice. I had 2 Safeway orders on Sunday that were each $195. One dude tipped $5 and one tipped $39. Funny how that works, isn't it? You can go in and shop for basically the same number of items, same subtotal, and the tips be so different. I don't even try to understand it at this point. Andrew, yeah, I'll check out those shorts too. I want to tell you, Andrew, like, I know things are really hard. I know you're having living and money issues in that. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna veer off for a second, guys. Sorry. I'm gonna tell you something that I would do. And I'm not saying hypothetically this is what I would do. This is what I would actually do. If I were homeless, if I were homeless living in a car, and I couldn't do gig work and I needed to make money, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take $5 and I'm gonna walk to the closest grocery store. I'm gonna go into that grocery store and I'm gonna buy a case of water. And then I'm gonna go find a busy street corner with a sign selling bottles of water for $1. I'm gonna take that $5 that I spent on a case of water, so 24 waters. I'm gonna sell every bottle of water. I'm gonna make $24. I'm gonna turn that $5 into 24. And then I'm gonna take that $5 again. I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna buy another case of water, and I'm gonna wash, rinse, and repeat. I'm gonna do the exact same thing again. Maybe the same street corner, maybe a different street corner, because honestly, a lot of people in society and day-to-day dealings with people, they want something for something. So if you take, you're being entrepreneurial in this, you are helping yourself, which that's just how I am. I'm very independent, and I'm always going to find a way to make money. But if I was that hard up, I'm going to take $5 and I'm going to go buy a case of water. I'm going to go sell them at $1 a piece and make 24 bucks. And then I'm going to go buy another case of water. And if I do that 10 times in 2 days and I sell every bottle of water, I've taken $5 and I've turned it into 240. And I can tell you that it is very possible to do that. I have seen people on street corners around here, as well as back in Lincoln, selling flowers on street corners to help buy diapers and all of that. So that is personally what that if I was in your position, that is exactly what I would do. I'd just take $5 and go start selling bottles of water. So sorry to veer off of that. Now I'm definitely way behind on comments. Best way to cook a pizza in this economy. Honestly, with the cost of pizza, you get like a large one topping at most places for like $10. Or Domino's has what, $6.99 large one topping. They'll cook that. They'll cook it for you, and you're gonna spend what, 6, 8, $9 on a DiGiorno pizza. Then how's it going? Boy, flipping over flip. Well, it takes time, and if you don't have if you don't have a job, um, like a regular W-2, and if you're not able to do gig work, there's absolutely no reason that you can't go and take a $5 case of water and sell them for $1 a piece. You go to if you any of you guys go to Costco, you can go into Costco and they sell individual bottles of water in a vending machine for like $1, $1.25. The same bottle of water that they have in a case with like a 40 pack in the back for like $4 or $5. So if you're down on your luck and all of that, that's personally what I would do. So um, Andrew, I'm going to tell you, flyers when it comes to certain things are work really well. Mowing, that kind of stuff, you want to get out early in the year when people are first having to like the first couple times they have to mow, they're like, God dang it, I gotta mow. I gotta find somebody to mow for me. Being out there on a street corner with a sign saying bottles of water $1, they're seeing the physical product. They're seeing that you might be down on your luck or whatever, but you're out there, you're hustling, you're grinding, you're putting effort into it, and they're more likely just to stop and God knows, half the time they might not even drink the bottle of water. They might give it to somebody else. They might buy a bottle of water from you for $1 and then go give it to another homeless person, like 6 blocks down the street. Like, hey, here's a bottle of water. You know, sorry if I'm going on a rant here. Um, totally. Well, we're never DoorDash heavy on our lives on Tuesdays. Um, Andrew, I would tell you, I would be very surprised if you didn't go through a case of water in a few hours. Rob and Scooter, what's going on, guys? How we doing? I'm sorry, I'm behind on comments now. I'm trying to catch up. Scooter Bud, I had a great day, especially for a Tuesday, and I worked. Rob, I have not seen that priority shopping email in quite a while. Alex, what's going on? How you doing? Got nothing. I'll try what you said tomorrow. Yeah, give it a try. Like I said, it's a quick way. I'm not gonna say quick. It's not like you're gonna sell. You might sell a case of water in like an hour, but generally when it comes to things, and I think you said last week, you don't want to stand on a street corner and hold a sign. Um, and I get that. I would have a hard time doing that. But like I said, if I needed money really bad, I'd do a case of water. Jason says he should do that as a side hustle. Hey, whatever works. Like, beer can's got a great. Ooh, Max, you got a cookie recipe coming soon. Good. I've been waiting. Banana chocolate chip cookies. Ooh, those sound really good. Does the recipe include? No, but you could probably substitute chocolate chips for the little pieces of X-Lax chocolate. Nothing permanent, just really temporary kind of crappy situation. They're melt in your mouth, amazing. As somebody who loves to bake banana bread, yeah, banana chocolate chip cookies. Web Mistress Wyatt, how are you doing? Oh, before I forget, because like I can't say jet lagged after the trip because I didn't fly. Road weary, road lag. Um, I have a Snapchat. You guys can add it if you use that. If you use Snapchat, um, it's easy. It's at the Brash guy. So um, probably a good way to contact me. Those notifications tend to pop up more than my Instagram does. Andrew used to be landscaping business 9 years in Texas. Yeah, so you got the experience. The hard part, really, if anything, is just getting started. So Ryan says sometimes they might give you $5 for a bottle or two. Exactly. It's it's like um, it's like when you're a kid and you do a lemonade stand. You got a bunch of people that drive by and don't stop. I personally, if I got cash and I see a lemonade stand, I'm stopping. And if you're selling me a glass of lemonade for like a buck or $2, I'm probably gonna give you like a 10 and tell you to keep the change. So I like that. I like supporting the young entrepreneurial spirit, and I mean they're out there doing something to earn money instead of asking mom and dad for money for a new video game. So, but I'm telling you, Andrew, the water bottle thing, give it a shot. Kevin cut lawns in Houston back in the '80s. Hot but lucrative. It's so hot nobody wants to go out and mow their own yard. Sizzler, what's going on? What do you call the worst gig app for delivery? Door trash. Appreciate it, Alex. Yeah, like I said, if you guys want to, if you ever want to reach out or just like, I should be careful what I say, considering it's Snapchat. Sisler, I thought you were gonna say like you can now deliver feet pics in person. Every day is what we make it. You got that right. It is. No matter how bad you have it, I guarantee you somebody has it worse. And occasionally in videos, I use the analogy that you could have been born a three-legged, one-eyed dog named Lucky who just found out he got neutered. Like, things could always be worse. As bad as the gig apps can be sometimes, there's people out there that might not have a driver's license or a car even, or access to a car that, you know, they would love to do this for extra money. There's people that go to jump on a bus and ride to Walmart or Target or Chipotle that are barely scraping by that would love to be able to go out and go shopping for a couple hours at night after their job and deliver food to people. So things could always be worse. I tried selling water inside Safeway. They weren't. That's an idea. I'm gonna get myself in trouble here. VMath, how are you? Appreciate that. Yeah, it's good to see you. What's for dinner tonight? I'm hungry. Mary's gonna have a banana. Ryan says Snapchat is. Charlie 69 420. God, you found that one real quick. You must have been my new OF subscriber. That's what. I'm joking. I'm joking. For now. No, DoorDash is doing well. It's if YouTube starts tanking. You know, I need to figure out who those women were a while back going sending super chats for me to take my shirt off. Maverick, yeah, I'd love a lemonade stand. I'd love to like franchise that. It's franchise lemonade stands. Like if I was married and I had like 9 kids, you darn right every single one of them would be running a lemonade stand. I would get them all set up all over town, and you know at the end of the day, I'll let them have like 10%. I'm joking, kind of, but it's a good idea. Um, I know where I'd go sell water here. Heck, I could have a case gone in 5 minutes. Jason, see? Fry some pork chops to go with scalloped potatoes and VMath? You're always cooking. Although I'm usually alive during your dinner time, so. Tomatoes are going crazy in our garden. Have to make some bruschetta. Heck yeah. Bodacious. What's going on? Most don't even have a passport. Yeah. Oh, are you talking about like some of the people that want to do DoorDash and that? Red, what's going on? Johnny, how you doing, man? Terry, how we doing? Volume wise, is Safeway taken over for Hy-Vee? Today it definitely did. We were out for 5 hours. We did 8 deliveries, and well, I was in Safeway once, and I think Albertsons 6 times. So it's either been Albertsons or Safeway. Some days it's a lot of Safeway and no Albertsons. Today was pretty much all Albertsons, which, you know what, they're owned by the same company. I think Albertsons owns Safeway, which I always found weird because I figured Safeway would have bought Albertsons, but anyways, Josh, how's it going? Corn in the garden is amazingly sweet. Johnny likes the new theme to the channel, but I'm gonna miss the old one. Okay, well, you're gonna have to clarify a little bit. Just the setting as far as where we're at, or like I feel like I've gotten a little more positive, a little more, I guess, not as snarky. That might be the term. Yeah, that is a lot of Albertsons. I've been in so far. I've been in Albertsons and Safeway so much that I already have people know who I am. As far as, hey, you again. Like I had a guy when I went into Safeway today. One of the cashiers was walking back through frozen as I was trying to find some frozen hash browns, and he's like, "Oh, hey man, how's it going?" You remember me? Hopefully that's a good thing. And then I get up to the cash register, and this girl's up there, and she's like, "Are you the DoorDasher that has the YouTube channel?" I hope I'm the only one here that's got one, but yeah. So yeah, people. That just shows how much I've already been in there. Rob is making jalapeno cream cheese. Juicy Lucy is on a pretzel. Jalapeno or jalapenos. You know I gotta mispronounce things. I do it intentionally. Loving the farm fresh sweet corn this time of year. Now that Charlie left Nebraska, he can't get corn anymore. I saw a cornfield in Oregon on the way back. Like I cannot escape the corn. I was waiting for kids to start crawling out of it. Down here, if your platinum is all day Aldi, yeah, that's a probably top 5 reason I'm glad I moved out here. There's no Aldi in the state of Washington, which I don't understand why, because Washington will charge you, stores in Washington will charge you like 8 cents a bag. So they encourage you to either not use bags or bring your own, and that's basically what Aldi does already. So I feel like Aldi would be a perfect fit for out here, but they're not. I looked on their website. And we get lucky orders twice a month. Safeway probably 150 times a month. So I'm at 90. Alex is at 96 completion rate. Need to get to 97 to get back to platinum. How many orders do you think we'll take? 101. Knowing DoorDash. Miss a song in the college. I still have that ending, that outro. I think it's called an outro. Um, we're still going to be doing stuff out there. I'm planning on going out there. I think the first week of October. I want to get some more stuff out of my storage unit. Nebraska's got a home football game on the 4th, I believe. And I figured, you know what? I'm still able to do Uber and Lyft there, but not here. So if I planned it right, I could actually go out there, get what I need done, do Uber all day Saturday during the football game, and basically pay for my entire trip out there and back. That's the plan. And maybe go shop at Hy-Vee. Lisa, how you doing tonight? Josh, famous and yes, it's a safe place to be famous, I guess. You get the store all the time, but I didn't pay for anything. See, we were talking about cookie recipes earlier, and we got cookie dough in the chat. It's just fitting. Scooter Bud, you retracted your message. 130 days, Alex, says Mary. Max says, no, I'm the DoorDasher with the OF. That was supposed to be our secret, Max. Luke, what's going on? Just shows how unforgettable you are. Yeah, usually it's my smart mouth. Chuck, what's going on? How you doing tonight? Glad to see you got reactivated on DoorDash. Gotta have fun with the pronunciations. You're darn right. I don't know how many other people I've gotten to start calling Chipotle Chipoodle. Bags are 25 cents. God dang, Ryan, do they tax the bags too? I mean, you're in California, but... $0.10 a bag in Colorado. Jake Gallant, what's going on? How you doing? Yeah, you guys are making me hungry. Be back soon. Gonna see what... Okay. I went down a rabbit hole on some YouTube channels. I guess, with the exception of like a handful of channels, I didn't realize how much drama is in the gig space. I guess I miss out on all of it. I started getting newer channels. God dang, what's the word? Pushed onto my feed, I guess. So it's kind of some of the videos I've seen lately are I need another beer and some popcorn because this is just fun. I'm not a drama person. I don't really like drama. I don't like being involved in drama. Sometimes it's like a bad car accident, though you can't help but stop and stare. Personal record for Safeway orders in one day is 16, 12 from one and one each from 4 others. There are 7 Safeway. Good Lord. I don't know how many Safeways are in this zone. I just know that really for the most part, there's days that I don't have to leave this tiny little area of my zone, which is really nice. Also really weird. Scooter, Bud, I am actually south of Seattle, just north of Portland. But But you let me know when in September you're gonna be there. If nothing else, I'll drive up and meet you. There's some spots in Seattle that I want to vlog for the second channel. So and I haven't been to Seattle in 5 or 6 years. So it's been a little while. I talked to all the Ring cameras now because your videos. I know I can't. I have it stuck in my head with the Ring camera. Um, Jim Carrey and the Cable Guy. It's like I just imagine what I can see. Um, Thanksgiving week last year I did 36 Safeways. Good lord. Did I see Raising Cane's grow while I was in Nebraska? No, I didn't. Sunburn or fight? Could have been both. I could have been fighting with the sun. No, partly allergic reaction and partly I spend too much time in the sun. Which, actually, thinking about it now, it's another good thing to move to Washington because it's cloudy a lot. Max, have a good night, brother. Yeah, it is still kind of early for you. Had a Ring doorbell freak me out yesterday. Started talking to me. I know some of them do. They're like, "You are being recorded." I'm like, "Yeah, so are you." It's usually the only time I talk to the Ring cameras. I can only imagine what the person is thinking when I'm telling them they're being recorded too. I'm like, will be lots of smiles. God dang, how far behind in chat am I? God dang, we got 41 people in here. Okay, now that I say that, now 40. Not. YouTube, it was not a standard response. Customers actually thanking me for delivering the food. Wow, I've actually never had that happen. Sisler, guess no video for Pedro. That could be coming. Or what are they? 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock? Like, it would help if I opened up the YouTube app and not Instagram. Too many apps. I did sign up for Spark. I'm on the wait list again. Prefer the positive YouTuber. Just be careful near that wall of gum in Seattle. I heard it's a sticky situation, or it can be. And I love a little sarcasm along the way. Well, thank you, Mary. Like I said, usually I'm just as surprised with you as you guys at what comes out of my mouth. Speed limits are just a suggestion for Chuck. He gets 40 miles per gallon. Got a point. What was it? I think my average speed, because my car will tell me. I'm still trying to figure out a bunch of stuff with my car. There's so many areas though that speed limit's like 50, 55. Like, man, this order's going 5 miles. Okay, I'll still knock it out really quick. Breaking news: DoorDash on Tuesday added max streaming to its Dash Pass delivery membership in the U.S. Really? That maybe I should get the Dash Pass. Might be cheaper than the HBO Max. I don't know how some of these people, how some of these companies are doing it. I mean, really, nobody actually drives the speed limit. Yeah, you got a point. My mom says a lot behind. Yeah, probably. By the way, it's better than investing in gold these days. Yeah, there's there's probably multiple people on YouTube, but there's like one guy that does Lego investing on here. He's got a really big channel. About 5 minutes behind. Okay, not as bad as I thought. Appreciate that, Mary. Warren has 7 Safeways, 1 Albertsons, 3 grocery outlets, 2 New Seasons markets, 5 Walgreens, 1 Rite Aid, 1 PetSmart, 1 Petco, and occasionally I get to some other stores just outside my home zone. The fact that you know how many of those are, wow, is actually really impressive. I used to know that about Lincoln. I probably forgot about it already. No, there's 5 Hy-Vees, 4 Walmarts, 2 Petcos, 2 PetSmarts, 15 McDonald's, 3 or 4 Burger King, too many Walgreens to count. There's probably about as many Walgreens as there is McDonald's. Thank you, Terry. I actually love you guys too. Ellen, how are you doing? I may or may not have binge watched some of your videos last night, Ellen. Just saying. I had to. Was telling him earlier. I went down the rabbit hole on some suggested GigTube channels, and wow. Then your video got suggested from the other day, and then I watched that one, and then a few others because I needed to refill the sanity in my brain because the drama was just it was a flood. It was bad. Fart and Smile is probably my least favorite grocery store. Smart and Final. Fart and Smile, hey, that's the kind of store that would have like Depends on sale 2 for 1. Kind of go along with Chuck with that speed limits or just kind of an idea or a concept. The only time I do actually, as long as there's no law enforcement watching or that, I'm joking. The only time that I actually really do the speed limit is in school zones. I do laugh though when I'm going through a neighborhood and like every house has a sign in their yard. Drive like your kids that live here. Lady, I don't have kids. Not exactly sure how that's supposed to go. Happy Clam, what's going on? Doing EBT, I have no problem carefully observing the speed limit. That is a great point. That is when you want to do the speed limit and hit every red light possible. Mary says people will try to run you over here if you go to the speed limit. Yes, apparently I am one of very few people that my mom actually feels safe driving with. So, says, not sure what that says about my driving. Had since yesterday where they want a picture of the receipt before you confirm pickup. Too many people stealing food. Debbie, Debbie, Deborah. I like the username, to be honest. I have not seen that yet. A lot. There's a couple places. Well, I haven't seen it out here yet, but there's a couple places in Nebraska that started doing. You had to put the code in, the last 3 characters of the code, like you do at McDonald's, but they were not McDonald's. One was a Mexican place, and I can't remember the other 2, but. Of course, Alan. You are always very positive. Thank you, Alex and Jason. You went in with the 1-2 punch. Yeah, most of you guys are probably already subscribed to Ellen, but if you're not, go check her out. That sounded bad. Go check her channel out. This is why it's awkward for me to give compliments to people, because then I just make it awkward. Who's smarter, Petco or Pet Smart? Well, see, it used to be like, okay, was it Pet Smart or was it Pet Smart? And then they came out with Pet Hotel or Pets Hotel. But is it Pets Hotel or Pet Showtel? That just made it really confusing. They really just needed a hype. Just add that little dash in there. Just fix it. Solve it. Solve it for people. Where are we going? The Pet Showtel. We have 2 smart and final. Both are kind of dungeon-like with sketchy produce. If I had kids, I'd be inside playing video games, so it would be okay to speed past my house. So I take those signs as permission to speed. That's awesome. Did my low blood sugar? Yeah, so my mom's got diabetes, and she's got a whole setup. I mean, like once a day, she'd have to plug her thing in like a Tesla, and all of a sudden, it went off as like 3 like beeps that were like different tone, and I'm like, and then her blood sugar dropped. And then she pulls out this thing that looks like an EpiPen. She's like, if my blood sugar gets too low, you pull it open, you snap the top of this off, you put the other end in my arm or my leg, and you push and you hold. And I'm like, do I need to do that now? Like I'm doing like 80 miles an hour. Do I need to like pull over and like jab you right now with this thing? It's like some emergency EpiPen for diabetics. And she's like, no. Well, then why are you telling me? You had to have been there. Never freak a guy out when he's doing 80 miles an hour down the highway. We go from 80 to 0 like that. I had that when I was pregnant and almost passed out once at the mall. That's not good, Lisa. I mean, you're okay now, but Ryan, Ryan, you can't add me on Snapchat now. I'm joking. Maverick, your mind is blown. Lisa, oh no, her insulin dispensing device. I don't know what it's called exactly. Insulin pump. There we go. Yeah, first night or first day we were driving out. That tells you what direction I'm in. We're driving out, and she's like, "When you get a chance, can you plug this in?" And she's like, "I need to charge this." I'm like, "You're like a Tesla now." Permanently, it's semi-permanently connected to her, and yeah, you charge it once a day and it lasts the whole day. But like, God dang, my mother's turning into a Tesla. I tell you what, if I'm on EBT on DoorDash, I'll never get a speeding ticket. I do a speed limit on that. You're being in Oklahoma, you could probably DoorDash on a riding lawnmower on EBT. Oh yeah, so in the hotel room, like her insulin pump thing would go off, and it would go off, and it would go off like every 20, 30 minutes. The thing was beeping, and I was laying down. She was already asleep. I was laying down on the hide of bed, and I'm just about asleep, and then my brain goes into ADHD mode, and I'm like, it is really freaking quiet, like really quiet. Why is it so quiet? Her pump hasn't gone off in an hour. I had to check and make sure she was still alive. I'm like, hey, hey, and it took a bit to wake her up. Apparently, that's a good thing. It's a good thing when you don't hear it go off. I have a lot to learn about insulin pumps, apparently. Amy, how you doing tonight? How's life in your home state? Good. It's good. Did I dye my hair? No. I just don't have any pomade or gel or anything in there. I did send you a few things on IG. Knox, what's going on? Jason, I will check IG when I get off the live. I'm glad I continued with that sentence. Blown by the pets hotels. Holy snap, crapple. Snap, Yes, I'm just creating new words over here, left and right. Snap, crackle, pop. I'm caught up for now. Ah, I was. Catchin. God is large and in charge. All that I'm certain of. Saw a radiation doctor twice today, saying 10 straight daily treatments or nada after talking to mom I'm doing. Not going that route. Well, lots of positive thoughts and prayers for Catchin battling the cancer. Michelle, how you doing? Laptop just died. Need to plug in, so I got on phone. Well, good to see you. Austin Rides is in the house, and he's been busy. How's it going, brother? All right, gotta go charge my Tesla and add fuel. You wonder where I get my sarcasm from. What's the difference between a BMW and a porcupine? Oh boy, what? Mary, if you know anyone in Bradenton area, you can't pay 20 an hour, but will pay looking for help with painting and getting antiques packed in car to take to St. Pete. Katchen, are you still moving to Indiana? Porcupine has a bricks on the outside. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. ADHD is the story of my life. Eating some special cookies, and the store recommends some small dose and cut in 4 pieces, so I don't be up the moon. Austin, it's been good. It's been good. Well, you didn't miss a lot the last. Well, you did miss videos, I guess. Today was the first day in a week that I vlogged a video. So, um, it was actually a really good day. It was a really good day. It was a unicorn of a Tuesday, I'll say that. And I got my first official catering order on DoorDash. Even though I've got some large orders, this was the first actual catering order. And despite my last video of them saying you don't need a catering bag, it still said that I needed a catering bag. It even asked for a picture. But the irony was it was Chipotle, and their catering boxes don't fit in the catering bags. Not even close. But today was. If every day could be like this, I'd be working like 20 hours a week. But we all know that not every day is going to be a good day. Moving ASAP to Indiana to get my mom out of the nursing home. Well, good. You'll actually be closer. And I got to get to Indiana. Nina, how you doing tonight? Yeah, catering order showed $14. Total will be higher, and I think, of course, I'm streaming on the phone that it's on. But yeah, no, it was pretty surprising. And the lady at Chipotle, the manager, apparently I'm the first dasher that has gone into that location with a catering bag, knowing that it was a catering order. I guess it helps to actually pay attention to the app, but came across as a catering order, said deliver order requested by merchant. Ended up being 3 of their boxes and 2 bags. It was a big order. Not the biggest that they've done. She told me the biggest catering order they've contracted out to DoorDash had was 12 boxes. And the dasher's like, I can't take it. I can't fit 12 boxes in my car. You know what? If I would have taken it. I don't know how I would have fit 12 boxes in my car, but if it would have required me taking, having a box or 2 boxes in my lap while I'm driving, guess what? That's what it's going to take. I would have done it just to see what the payout was. And it would have made great content. So, yeah, it wasn't quite 70, but it was still good considering. Giving myself to November 1st, have all materials to install cabinets, countertops, and kitchen. Got to get painting done on the 1st. You got, what, 2.5 months? You'll get her done. Broke my toe and paying bills. Nina, whose butt did you kick? Shanetta, how are you? Yeah, part of it's the lighting. Part of it's the lighting. Um, I put some stuff on my. I put my stuff on the skin, mostly so I didn't get the hose again. Um, but I got to get in and see a dermatologist. Here, we'll lessen the thing. There we go. That was worse. That there we go. Looks normal now, doesn't it? The right filter, I could look like a Victoria's Secret supermodel too. Why doesn't a chicken wear underwear? I don't have an appropriate guess. So don't have a very no. My mind went straight to yeah. So why don't they wear underwear? 10 by 30 storage unit I bought taking up too much space. Got to unload. Got 2 contacts in St. Pete. Likely buy antique stuff. Well, thank you, Amy. I saw a lot. There was a lot of squirrels out today. I don't know what was going on. They're all looking for nuts. Need to do a DoorDash video with Mom and Brash out with you. I bet both of you being sarcastic would make a good video. She's just as she's almost just as sarcastic. See, I get it from both sides. Um, she doesn't quite have the quick wit that I do, but she also kind of has a filter though, which I did not. It was not passed down to me. Oh well. Only order I've been assigned because it was too big was at Lowe's and involved over 600 pounds of bagged soil. When I called support, they outright canceled the order. You know that those are orders that should not be allowed on DoorDash. Like that's like a dump truck. You need a pickup and a trailer. Um, Austin, appreciate that. It's a grunt style shirt. There's another shirt I want to get ordered. I kind of like this filter. I look younger. Yeah, the gray hair's still there. ride along with your amazing mom would be awesome. I'll have to see what I can do about that. Even a short one. She and her dog. That would be a ride along. Can we bring pets? I don't know. I'll call her my emotional support dog. Her dog. Um, yeah. Emotional support parent. There we go. Um, sarcastic. Marry me, please. Love sarcasm. Did I just get proposed to? Uh, I want to know. Ryan wants to know. I think a lot of us want to know why chicken don't wear underwear. Speaking of one of those shopping orders I did today, I had to call the customer because they weren't put a substitution request in on eggs, and it said I got a little update that it said that they put in a or they approved a substitution. And then I went back in the app and it still said awaiting, and I force closed, did all of that, stood on my head, opened the app back up, and it still said waiting for answer. So then I called the customer because I'm like, I don't know if DoorDash is having issues or what. So um, I was like, yeah, it said that you put in a substitution, but it's not showing it. So she's like, well, any eggs are fine. I'm like, well, yeah, they all come out of a chicken's butt. So, I mean, the eggs are eggs. She laughed, fortunately. You locked up in Siberia or what? Did I completely miss something here? Lucky Seven, what's going on? Had to take a photo of receipts at every restaurant today. Is this something new that they started? Have you experienced? I have not seen that yet, but I would not imagine. It would. I would imagine that it's probably coming, and it would not surprise me. I gotta stop trying to combine paragraphs and into sentences. Doesn't work out very well. The minimalist streaming is like a hostage video. Eggs are eggs, hens poop them out. Siberian Husky? That would be fun to make a DoorDash ride along video that makes me look like a hostage. I don't know, I have so many ideas. Same egg, different chicken. I'm not interested in caring about people. I once worked with a guy for 3 years that never learned his name. Best friend I ever had. We still never talk sometimes. I had one in my head earlier today. Um, Give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Don't teach a man to fish and feed yourself. He's a grown man and fishing's not that hard. Nina gave us the answer because her peckers were on their face. So are they the original Never mind. Every man needs to learn to fish. And if they can't fish, they better find a woman who knows how to. Warren, about 4 months ago, for about 3 weeks, had to take receipt pictures at almost every restaurant. One day, that nonsense just stopped. I feel like that's what DoorDash does. They do things for a while, and they're like, never mind. Let's try in a different market. I wish they'd make us stop having to take receipt pictures at every shopping order. That would be great. It's like, can we just be DoorDash? Like, I don't get their fascination on trying to be like every other app. Be different. I was hoping it may have been the people that ordered may have complained. It. I like the idea that they're doing the 4-digit code instead of signature on those ones. Clown, what's going on? My driver rear-ended someone today. Door crash. I haven't been fishing in a long time. Basically, you can only catfish in Nebraska. It's a lot. It's a lot of the dating too. It's a lot of catfishing. Uh, let's see. Haven't had that one yet. Still new and learning. Lucky 7. I've got over 15,000 deliveries in, and I'm still earning. So it's okay. No catfish. I don't mind it if it's cooked right. It's got to be cooked right though. Otherwise, it's just like too greasy. No, no Nebraska, please. That's a no in the past now. I wouldn't say that's a no in the past. I got a couple X's I would call no-nos in the past, but they're the first to add streaming service, so there's that. They got to do something for the no tipping customers that have to wait 3 hours for their food. It's like, enjoy streaming services from HBO Max while you wait for your food, you no tipper. DoorDash is trying to offer a dinner and a show, apparently. Mary, that is a lot of DoorDash. That's a lot of time sitting in my car. It's a lot of miles. That's just a lot. Lucky 7, hey, you know, I I'll end up mentioning it in the video. I heard a definition of being humble, and I actually didn't like it. Let me see if I can find it. Definition of here, New Oxford American Dictionary. Humble, having or showing a modest or low estimate of one's own importance. Like, I don't like that. Like, it's okay to feel good about yourself. And I don't think I don't think it's. They make it sound like you're weak, which makes no sense. Humble, bending over for people. Yeah, I don't bend over for anybody. I don't get a reach around either. But Hugh, what's going on? Back with being a teenager with mom, you look less stressed. Uh, a lot of that was just moving out of Nebraska. There was a lot of stress there. How many cars did it take you to do 15,000 deliveries? Two cars. Somehow, just two cars. Um, oh no, no, Lucky Seven, no. I didn't take your comment bad. It just reminded me. I was listening to an audiobook, and they were talking about a definition of humble or being humble, and I didn't really like that particular dictionary's definition of humble because it was like, wait a second, what are we saying here? Violet, how's it going? Promised Heather I'd tell you hi for her since she won't be here until Friday. Oh, here on the weekends? Okay. Well, might have to do a surprise random live ride along on a Saturday or Sunday then. Humble, getting yelled and tossed around from other people. What the heck is that? Update from DraftKings. Oh, didn't even. I don't have DraftKings. Not proud is another thing of being humble. It's okay to be proud. I'm proud of you guys. There's a fine line though between being proud and cocky or egotistical. Goose step to each delivery. Getting a jail-free card from Monopoly. Oh, definitely Violet. Yes, it'll be a surprise. Oh my god. OMG, reach around. That's called a rusty. I watched Full Metal Jacket a while back, so that's where that came from. My ADHD's got the best of me. It's like, huh? We were writing in regards to the bets you placed on this past weekend's golf tournaments. I don't. I have never bet on golf. Somebody using my email address for DraftKings? As long as I get the money. Should probably go in and say I forgot my password and lock them out. Are you going to meet up in Atlanta? Uh, is there a meetup happening that I didn't know about? Let me rephrase. Is there a meetup that I didn't get invited to? Uh, being submissive for DoorDash. No, no. Will be here at 10:30, so got to be it. Oh, Chuck's doing a meetup. I did not see that video then. I will go check that video out right now. So I will see you guys later. I'm joking, but I will check out the video. Violet, you enjoy that farmer's market. Behave if you can. God, you guys are really catching on with me. I have a hard time behaving sometimes, most of the time. All right, all the time. But yes, I will check out. I will check out Chuck's video from yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Luann, how are you doing? Coming from your old stomping grounds, do you see DoorDash better in larger cities than smaller ones? It really depends. Like, I don't know if I've just been lucky or blessed or fortunate or what, but like Lincoln's a good market. Is it an excellent market? Depends. Like if you know your market, and that's a huge thing is you got to know your market. I make good money out there. I'm making better money here, but cost of things are a little bit higher out here. They also there's a little bit more depending how you look at things. There's a little bit more money to spend. Well, some people anyway, because there's no state there's no state income tax. So you don't have that chunk coming out of your paycheck. So there's a little bit more money. But the area that I've done most of my dashing in, what are battlegrounds like the Battleground Washington population. We went from a market of 300 and we'll say 300,000 people to a area that I've been dashing in that's got a population of about 22,000 people, and I'm making more money. So I really think it definitely depends on the market. It depends on how well you know your market, but and then with shopping orders, honestly, from shopping at Hy-Vee, doing my own personal shopping at like Super Saver, coming out here shopping at Albertsons and Safeway. Once you get the layout of a store, it's basically the same blueprint at almost every other store. Your Asian food, your Mexican food is probably going to be in the same aisle. If it's not in the same aisle, it's adjoining aisles. All of your soups and broths and all of that's going to be in one aisle. All of your condiments and your salad dressings and all of that, and probably your spices, your throwaway cooking stuff like your roaster pans and all of that's going to be in the same aisle. Basically, all stores are the same. It's just the aisle numbers are different. So it really just depends. Well, have a good night, Heather. Ellen, I don't know if I am or not, to be honest. I think somebody said she might be in Oregon. I think. I'm not 100% for sure. Jason just accepted by accident a garbage delivered. Really? by accident. I am not sure how delivered works. I went to sign up for delivered today, this morning, actually, before I started working, and it gives me two zones or two areas in Washington to sign up for. It's either Seattle or Tacoma. Then I was like, okay, well, what does Nebraska have? It They have Omaha. So I'm not sure if I'm supposed to put Seattle or if I should put Portland. I really don't want to go into Portland. So I'm going to do some digging and find out. Appreciate that, Amy. Yeah, sometimes it's just nice to have a fresh start. Change of scenery can do people a lot of good. I gotta get down to Nevada though. I need to get banana bread made though. Nina, yeah, 35K in your area, and it just depends on the day. Like if I'm at 150 guys, I made $152 today in 5 hours on a Tuesday. I've never made that on a Tuesday. I didn't make that last Tuesday. Every day, every day is different. Tuesdays generally are bad, but I today was today was an exception. Michael, what's going on? Uh, I forgot it was Tuesday initially when I woke up. I'm like, it's Monday, and then my mom told me that my nephew had a good first day at school, and I'm like, he started on the 12th. That was month. Oh crap! Today's Tuesday. Completely forgot. Howard, what's going on? How you doing tonight? Thought she was in Washington. She could be. Like I said, I had one person say that they thought that she was in Oregon, like outside of Portland, but I'm not 100% for sure. I'll have to find out. I was gonna say something else and I completely spaced off on that. Oh well. If it's that important, I'll remember. A couple very similar Safeways, a couple that are mirror images, and some that are very different because of where the power for the reefers are. Yeah, and yeah, some places the frozen area is on an end of a store, and on some others it's the middle of the store, and actually the one here in Battleground, some of the frozen's in the middle of the store. Or am I mixing up Safeway and Albertsons now? I'm mixing up Safeway and Albertsons. It's been a long day. Uh, Forget what I just said. Apparently, I'm still lacking on sleep. Just shows you that's what happens when I take 8 orders in one day, and I only went into a restaurant once. It just everything blurs together. College towns can definitely be really good when college is in session. Um, I feel like there's some of the hardest hit areas, hardest hit zones during the summer slowdown because a lot of college students leave, so that's a lot less people to order. You automatically have more dashers than you do orders coming in, and then you have a lot of professors and teachers and that they go out and do DoorDash as a side hustle during the summer months when they're not teaching, and the fall, the winter, or the spring. So now you have even more dashers. and less orders coming in. So I feel those college towns are probably the hardest hit. So it's another reason if you like doing shopping orders just to focus on those. Is it lefties? If it is it really? Do we have our own day? Is it actual left-handers day? I got my own day. Cheers. It's one of the very few things that turned out to be a good thing about being left-handed. Breeze in Hillsboro and Beaverton. Okay. Warren, that's right. You were the one telling me that last week. I think it was last week. Nevada seems like I would stay having too much fun and get myself in great trouble. Well, that's okay to do when you're single, which is why I want to go. Mama Ranch, how are you doing? I only know about Lefty Day because my son is a lefty. Well, Ellen, thank you for bringing another left-handed person into this world. We're in our right minds, I think. Amy says I'm a lefty by default because of me. What? How did that happen? Clan, how we doing? College kids don't tip. College kids mostly don't tip, but dashers who don't know otherwise and just enjoy taking every order because it's an order end up delivering to those college students, which means there's higher tip orders available for you. So LM College Town's going to be crazy next week. People get money. And if you're in, honestly, if you guys are in a college town and you don't mind driving people around, football season, especially if your school's good at football, or they just enjoy football, they can suck and still like to drink. You make all kinds of crazy money doing Uber and Lyft, like crazy good money. I didn't do much this last year because Nebraska didn't do very well either. But in years past, I think 2 years ago, 2 seasons ago, um, I averaged like 400 a day doing rideshare. And I think the year before that, Oklahoma came to Nebraska for a game. That was a $700-800 day just on rideshare, and I didn't have to deal with any drunk people throwing up in my car because I went home before the bars closed. So if you don't mind people in your car, and generally most people are really cool, especially on like college towns, football Saturdays. Everybody's happy, everybody's in a good mood, unless their team loses. But it can be absolutely incredible money. Clan is left-handed. We got some lefties in the chat. That's right. Let's do this. Not that one. See what we got. Lefties and righties in the chat. Oh, righties are dominating. I forgot I could do polls. Those are kind of fun to do every once in a while. Rather deliver food, not delivering people, unless they're babies. There's a lefty store in downtown Orlando. We got 60-40, 60-40 still. 56-44. We got 51-50. I don't know how that works. I'm joking. We don't. 10 votes, which means we have 4 people that are left-handed in here, not counting me. Katrin's a lefty. Nina's a righty. I'm an innie. No, I'm joking. Yeah, I'm an innie. There's a Lefty's Pizza in Vegas. How many people we get? We're still sitting at 10 votes. There are 25 people in here. Vote. Vote, or you can't complain about being right-handed. Nina? I was going to say you're a woman. I'd hope you're an innie, but that was... never mind. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Jason knows from as much car work as he's done lately. 64-36, 11 votes, which means we still only have 4 people that are left-handed. Yes, Nina, I am... Yeah. Yeah. I'll get used to this filter. My face doesn't look near as... All right, the votes have changed. Did somebody figure out they're not left-handed and they're right-handed? No, I'm joking. We still only have 4 lefties in the chat out of the people that have voted. Come on, there's 26 people in here and we got 12 votes. Now we got 13. Now we got 12. All right, 14 votes. Let's go. We're still missing 13 people. 15. General population is 10% left-handed, I think. Or am I going to get a lefty girl or a righty girl? Are we... Maybe somebody who... Well, I don't know. I want a righty girl, because then if I'm sitting next to them while we're eating, you know, we're not bumping elbows. And neither of us are getting an elbow in the face while the other one's eating. That's pretty cool. Eating should not get violent, just saying. Got 29 people. Hey, the likes have matched the people in here. This is cool. 29 and 29 and only 18 votes. I need to leave that comment alone. My comment would get this show canceled. Jason, I want to know your comment. So Snapchat or Instagram me. Yes, a bunch of you have come in since I do. So I'm going to say it again. I do have a Snapchat at the Brash guy. If you need to message or you get a screenshot or something, you don't want to email it. If you ever have a question that you don't want to ask in the chat, or in the video comments, and you can be like, "Hey, I have a question. I'm giving the Snapchat thing a try. We'll see how it works. If it gets too crazy, I might not continue it. But I think I know the comment, but I'm not saying it." Poopy Pants 69420. Ryan. First it was my name, and then it's Poopy Pants now. I'm gonna miss delivering to Poopy Pants customer. That was actual. I don't remember their actual name, but the drop off instructions always just said Poopy Pants, which is always confusing because I never delivered like Depends or Pampers or I'm a big kid now. I was upgraded. It's probably what my ex girlfriend said. Uh, my hair does look different. Good lord. I actually kind of like this filter because other than the gray hair on my chin, I can't see much gray hair on my head. Now I understand why some women use filters all the time. Never opened Snapchat. I'm too old. Lisa, you're not too old for Snapchat. Not too old at all. All right, we're 80-20. Now we're at 76-24. I requested you on Snap and put my comment. I don't post selfies anywhere. Lisa, I don't post. Yeah, YouTube doesn't count. I had to think about that for a second. I don't really post selfies either, but snap a picture of something, share it. I use it more as like a texting app. I've had Snapchat for a while. I just created a new one because I didn't think you guys wanted to pay the $4.99 to see my feed every month on my Snapchat premium. I'm joking, maybe. I've started it. I created a TikTok. Started a TikTok. I haven't done jack crap with TikTok, but I did create an account. I don't know the username. It's probably the brashdasher on there too, but I haven't done anything with it yet. All right, I'm going to end the poll here. At 21 votes. We're outnumbered. Us lefties are outnumbered. Left-handed people, by the way. I have a Twitter X, but I never looked at it. I love going on Twitter for about 5 minutes at a time. Pretty much YouTube. That's pretty much all I do. I have a Facebook as well, but a personal Facebook. I think one of you found me on there. So never like IG, post on X when I'm watching investigation discovery shows. See, I know what ID is. At this point, I basically have Facebook to occasionally see what other people are doing in their lives and make sure I got family members that are still alive, because I've actually lost a couple family members that I didn't find out about until I went on Facebook. So I was like, well, that's cool. This is how it's going to be. I should probably keep my Facebook. Pretty much put friends on Facebook so people can look at their YouTube channels. Better be careful sharing my videos, Mary. Might have some family members go, "Yeah, all right. I know how to get." Lisa, I don't. I believe you. I'm gonna leave that at that. Oh, thanks, Nina. Don't worry. Nothing weird. Nothing. Well, you watch my YouTube. That's probably weird enough. My mom's Facebook has all the family. Lisa's in the witness relocation program. So yeah, like I said, Snapchat though, if any of you guys add me, that's cool. That's probably why I created a new Snap called the Brash guy. So, but for some reason, because I know some people have Instagram, some people don't have Instagram, so it's like I can't message you on Instagram because I don't have Instagram. Some of you don't want to use email or don't use email, and I don't blame you. I don't. I don't really ever email people, but I have it there for people to email me. And then somebody said, "Well, why don't you have a Snapchat?" And I'm like, hmm. So now I need to get a hold of Raising Cane's girl in Lincoln and give her trust. See, I'm already regretting it. I have like 4 emails. Lisa, I definitely have you beat on that. I've got a lot of emails. I'm careful with certain things, like banking information and that. So I have one email address that I use for like my bank account, and that's pretty much it. And then so it's not tied to anything else. So yeah, I just Alan, you found it and added me on TikTok? Oh, it probably showed up on. I don't know. I got to get more organized with having 2 phones. Um, Mary says text and messenger. Lisa says I don't add just anyone on Facebook. Guys I've talked to on dating sites want to add. See, that for me, that's just weird. Right, you guys are basically on my day-to-day life, so. But yeah, I go through every once in a while in on my Facebook and unfriend people. It's like we haven't talked in a very long time, and I'm basically tired of your drama. So somebody's got an AOL from '97. I swear I saw that comment. No, yep. Yes, I can confirm. Ryan does have AOL. I had to take a double take and make sure. I wish I still had my AOL. I have a Hotmail somewhere. Not giving you what that is, but um, Yeah, I'm pretty sure I could figure that out. The password, I don't think I could ever figure out at this point. The last time I logged into that email was before I went to basic training in 2005. Yeah, I ain't gonna remember that. I probably don't even remember the security questions. Dan, what's going on? Am I missing the Nebraska weather? No, no. Actually, the weather there last week when we were out there was actually really decent. Oh, I think the highest they got one day the whole time we were out there was like 82. So very very unseasonably cool for them. But yes, no more twisters, which I don't know. It was kind of cool seeing a tornado in person. Jason, I'm careful who I add on Facebook. Oh yeah, definitely. Rebecca, how are you doing tonight? I got family pictures on there, and nope, it's not happening. No, fair enough. I got all kinds of stuff on there. I gotta tell you though, because I've been trying to set up an Instagram for the second YouTube channel, well, the Chronicles of Charlie thing. You know how frustrating it is trying to come up with a username because I can't use Chronicles of Charlie. I can't use that variation of that at all because there's like 15 freaking YouTube accounts that have some variation of Chronicles of Charlie as their username, and they're all about people's dogs. Like I don't know what I'm gonna do because I wanted my YouTube name and my Instagram name to match, but that's not gonna happen unless I change my YouTube name, and I really don't want to change my YouTube name. But like I should have got my Instagram first and then did my YouTube name instead of settled. But yeah, be careful if you guys ever do it. Some of you have a YouTube channel. Be careful if you guys ever do a second YouTube channel and you want to do an Instagram because you got mail. Had a joint AOL account with my ex. Haven't opened it in years. Oh, the OG AOL and Hotmail, all the spam emails that you would get, natural mail enhancement, all low T and all of that. And I was listening to FM radio on the way back from Nebraska for a little while. The 1999 spam folder is basically every ad on FM radio now. Still, sports cards on AOL message board. I miss message boards. Hey, that Ryan? That's a good idea. ASL, if you know, you know. American Sign Language? I'm joking. I'm joking. I age, sex, location. ASL. Oh. Gene, how are you doing? Oh, you got Mel, Tom Hanks, and Meg Ryan? Because they were in that, and then what, Sleepless in Seattle? Yeah, I'm the person that you use as the phone a friend on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, because I probably know it. I lived in the OG AOL chat rooms and met a lot of cuties there. Back when the girls that were in chat rooms were actually girls and not 45-year-old overweight men living in their mama's basements. Mom was still using Hotmail and told her to use Gmail instead. If I could ever figure out my Hotmail. ICQ? Yes. Frizz, what's going on? Can I be a mod too, please? If I see you in here over the next couple weeks, I never just do a one and done as far as mods go. LimeWire killed 2 of my computers. My God, Ryan, how much were you downloading? Took off at my high school before AOL. This was like 2000. I remember ICQ. Wow. We're all going down memory lane, and there's somebody that just entered the chat that's going. You mean the internet always hasn't been around? Live 2 miles from where Napster was created. Oh. Or some of us are actually reaching that age where we are actually going to start saying, back in my day, we didn't have the internet. We know what it was like without the internet. Or you just get connected, and then somebody would your aunt would call long distance, and all of a sudden you're like, okay, I'm gonna go outside because they're gonna be on the phone for an hour. My kids were babies. We all know the dial-up sound by heart. Darn straight we do. I walked to school in snowstorms uphill both ways. I remember life without the internet. Ellen, yes, I love life without the internet. Now, if I want to have that feeling, I go up into the mountains and there's no cell phone service. That's also really nice. Yeah, I remember when phones were tethered to the wall. Yeah, the only time it became a mobile phone is when you threw it at somebody. My first cell phone was a burner from 7-Eleven. I remember getting a track phone when I was 16. You know the people that between the ages of like, I'm 37, so I'm gonna say, you know the people that are between the ages of 35 and 45 that had a track phone. And the reason I say that is those are the people, myself included, we will send you an entire paragraph in one text. We will not send you one sentence and then send another sentence and then send and then another one and then send and then wait for you to reply. No, if you had a track phone, that cost way too much. We said everything that we needed to say for the next like 20 minutes in one text message because it only counted as half a minute. If I send you 4 texts back to back to back to back, I just cost myself 2 minutes worth of time, airtime, in about 10 seconds. So remember that next time you're messaging with somebody between the ages of 35 and 45, if they're like one sentence, one thought at a time, and it's like back to back to back to back, they did not know what a track phone was. Ryan had a pager in high school. Pong. I remember Pong. I think Atari, Super Nintendo, or NES. Duck Hunt. DOS is a nightmare. Yeah, that's what nightmares are made of. LG Envy with 30 text per month plan. One sentence text. Get me like even send me paragraphs. Just send me a long send me a short story. I'll read through that. If I hear the ding 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 and it's one sentence, it's like now I feel guilty because do I just send one response back to the 4 that you sent, or do I respond one at a time? Like I don't know the proper etiquette of that. What am I supposed to do? And it's the same way with DoorDash customers when I'm shopping for them, and they're like, one sentence, send another, and then another. I'm like, think out the entire thought, and then send it all at once, please. Because it gets more annoying when you're going through and doing a shopping order, and they just do the one, and then just over, and it's like I'm trying to shop for you. Stop messaging me. Just put it all in one so I can read it. Because by the time you try to read the first one, the second message has come through, and then you try to read that, and the third one, and then you're like, you know what? Now, 1 year ago, LOL, autocorrect added ago. I know, it used to be age. It would automatically correct it to age. Oh well. Guys, it is 8 o'clock. 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock on the East Coast. I'm hungry. So I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to go eat and then edit video so you guys have something to watch tomorrow. It's going to be a very different kind of video because we basically did nothing but shopping orders today. So remember using Delphi, we had offline readers because accessing the internet wasn't cheap. That would be so cool to bring back, actually. 8 p.m. time to turn into a pumpkin. Don't you mention pumpkin. I saw pumpkin spice this and that today at the store. Apparently it's white girl season. Pumpkin spice Oreos. Oh well. I'll be nice. They need to bring back the Delphi thing though. Tacos sound good. I think we're having smothered pork chops and salad and stuff. So, Ryan, yeah, I just saw some Halloween stuff at Safeway today. Ellen, have a great night. Ryan, be safe out there. Lisa, remind me not to get on your bad side. Oh, there's plenty of places out here you can dispose of things. You guys all have a great night, and I will see you in the comments tomorrow. It's going to be good. Probably. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Good night, Mary.